Cybermonster 2, as the name implies, is a sequel to the browser-based MMO Cybermonster. Since I already made a review of that game and this one is essentially using the same mechanics, here I will not talk about the differences. So if you know nothing about this game, I highly recommend that you check out my other video first and come back if you are still interested. Welcome gamers, this is Gabriel aka Crescent Wolf, and today I'm gonna review Cybermonster 2. Okay, so hundreds of years passed since a brave hero defeated the Shadow Dragon, the main antagonist from the previous game, and the continent has settled into a newfound peace, but the dragons have returned and it's up to the new generation of heroes to stop this menace. As I said earlier, the gameplay is almost entirely the same, like it was in the previous game, but there are some noticeable changes. First, they narrowed down the character selection to 3 classes: Warrior, Mage, Ranger, so if you wanted to be a priest, oops, I guess. Second, as you can see, both the graphics and the animations were improved. The whole game is a lot more colorful, a lot more detailed, and almost all the NPCs got beautiful avatars. Props to the developers. On the other hand, the leveling process and the combat haven't changed much. The whole thing is still entirely automated, except the combat became faster. You see, in the original game, the characters attacked one after another. Here, dependent on how fast they are, they might attack simultaneously. The combat is a lot more flawless, but it's still automated. The pet system is almost entirely revamped. You see, in Cybermonster, first you had to defeat a monster, and then you had to challenge it and defeat it again if you wanted to use it. Here on the other hand, after defeating a pet, you have to activate it. How? Well, each pet has its own needs, like hitting a level cap, or it wants a specific item, or you have to own another pet. You get the idea. Once all the requirements are met, you are allowed to use that monster. It's also a nice change that now you can equip your pets, which is actually kinda weird, since both you and your pets use the same items, so imagine your tiger or pixie wearing your previous armor set. Yeah, I know, it sounds silly, doesn't it? So this is it in a nutshell. Essentially the same game with a few updates. It's definitely better than the original. Easier to understand and play, the graphics are better, so if you haven't played with Cybermonster, I suggest starting with this one. So that's all for today. See you guys in the next episode of AnimeMMOs.com.